she really wanted to service. So, Becca. I'm Becca. And for my community service project, I chose something that I enjoy, which is surfing. And so what I did was I called my old junior high surf coach, and I asked her, I was like, do you need any help with any of the surfing for the surf team this year? And I mainly wanted to work with the girls on the team because I remember when I was on the team, it was more like boys orientated and the girls kind of went off to the side. And so I talked to her and she was like really up for it, and then but she told me this one thing, and this one girl on the team named Hannah, she was like, yeah, Hannah really would like someone to help her because this girl didn't speak. She like never talked ever, which was like interesting to me because I'm like really talkative and I just didn't really understand it. So I met with Hannah and I was like, hi, I'm Becca, nice to meet you, and she kind of just looked at me, just like stared at me and didn't even like acknowledge that I was there, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. But as the time went on, like we surfed together and like we kind of went off to the side. She's a beginner, but as the time went on, she eventually started to like acknowledge that I was there. She gave me some head nods, and during this whole thing, I got like frustrated because I was just like, I would ask her like, how is that wave? And she would just like stare at me, and I was just like, I don't understand how you can't speak about what you just did. But by the end, I filled out all the paperwork, and I was really glad I did this project because surfing is just like really fun to me, and I like to help other people. But I did the paperwork that we had to fill out, and it helped me realize that like working with this girl Hannah, like it wasn't about like talking for her. It wasn't that like at first I felt bad because I was like, oh, like she can't really talk. But after like realized it, I was like, it wasn't that she couldn't talk, it was that she didn't need to talk. Because like I realized she could express the way she was, like the way she was feeling through her surfing, and everything like about her, she could express it without talking, which was really interesting to me because like I've never met someone who just didn't ever talk, but for her it worked, and it was really like a learning experience for me because I'm used to everyone who's so talkative and just wants to always say everything on their mind, but she was really like quiet, but I could always tell she was happy. And my favorite experience was when she caught her last wave and she stood up and she was so excited, and I looked around and she just kind of gave me a smile and a thumbs up, and I was just like, it was just so amazing to like have her not only like acknowledge that I was there, but also I could see how happy she was and how happy surfing made her feel. And so in all, the project was really like, it was really good for me to work with people who were different from me and also who had like different needs, but in the end she was just as happy as any other person out there, and it was a really great project for me.